Hey everybody, it's Peter, and I finally joined the party and got to go see Thor Ragnarok yesterday. But I had some movie points, so I got to go see it for free. Still had to waste almost 13 bucks for popcorn and a pop, which I think is ridiculous. One nice thing though, we have a scene program, that's what it's called, and it works for the cinema. They now actually get scene points on your, so for the pop and the thing, I almost got over 100 points. So I still had almost 2,000 points. You need 1,000 to go see a regular movie. Anywho, I'm glad I went to go see this movie. It's the, if you don't know, it's the third of the series. Ragnarok is actually, I believe, Norwegian for apocalypse, because that's what it talks about. I'm going to be a little spoiler, so I'm not going to spoil the whole thing. I just want to, some of the points I want to, Easter eggs and things like that, I want to just point out. Overall, I thought this was a really good movie. I'm really surprised we actually started off with a bang. We jumped right away into the comedy. The movie actually does start off with Thor captured. You might have seen that one clip of him dangling around like a pinata, all chained up, and he's being confronted by some uber demon that's going to say, I'm going to take Azarok and whatever. And the funny part is he's talking with the guy and he's slowly rotating on this chain, which is funny. But as the guy's, monologuing and going on, I'm going to do this, I'm going to destroy your people, and you don't know. Oh, hang on. Sorry there. I'm actually spinning the wrong way around. I can't see what's going on, and wait till I come back around. I'm not doing any of this. And it happens like twice, and that was kind of funny. And that's what this movie is. It's quite a bit hilarious, actually, a lot of parts, which we didn't see in the previous two movies. And we don't see it too much. This is almost like Deadpool meets Thor, like liven up. He doesn't break the fourth wall or anything like that. You got everybody back in this movie. If you've seen the trailers, of course, you know that Mark Ruffalo is the Hulk is here. Who else? We got Kate Blanchett as Hela, the goddess of death. Carl Urban. You got Loki back by Tom Hiddleston. I think it's Tessa Thompson plays a Valkyrie, or I think she's just called Valkyrie. Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum's in this movie. It's really amazing that he's the game master and he does the games, and he's basically just Jeff Goldblum doing Jeff Goldblum. And we get a couple of cameos. We also get a Stan Lee, which is cool. Actually, I think this is the funniest Stan Lee cameo I've ever seen. He shows up as a barber, which was kind of funny. Just like, hang on a minute, I want to do something for you. I'm like, no, boy, pretty hair. Oh, and you get to see, because if you've watched Doctor Strange, then you know that there was a hint from Doctor Strange talking with Thor. We just don't know what context it is. So basically the movie is the apocalypse is going to come for Asgard in some form. We don't know what. We've got like the uber demon at the beginning saying, I'm going to do this. I'm wearing the crown of power and I will destroy you all. And of course, Thor takes him out, takes back the crown of power and locks it up. He comes back to Asgard, finds that, hey, there's Dad. It's like, no, it's not Odin. It's Loki. Because I do believe that was revealed in, the end of the second one. I haven't rewatched the movie since I've seen them out. Out of the Thor franchise, too. A lot of people say they like the first one, not the second one. I didn't care much for the second one because I found a lot of the shots were very dark. It was hard on the eyes. And, you're trying to watch most of the movie. They're beating up on frost giants on this dark blue planet. Well, yeah, great. I can barely see the fighting as it is. And that movie was kind of boring. The second one, I felt, for me anyway, it was slightly better. Not as great, with this elf thing and these portal things they were going through. That was kind of so-so. And in this one, but with this movie, it's sort of, like I said, they sort of sprinkled in a little bit of Deadpool kind of humor. Like they're making fun of things, making jokes. The movie's not an entire comedy, though. There are serious parts along the way. The best way I could describe it, when I thought about after the movie was over, is the movie sort of starts off really big, lots of humor. Okay, we're going to be funny. Okay, we'll get a little serious. We're going to get really funny. We're going to get a little serious. And then it's sort of like went like this. Sort of, it was like, if you graphed it, it would be like, it's really big, it's really, and like this, and then like that. But then when we get down to the end, and we have the conclusion of, oh yeah, we did save the day, and everybody's fine and dandy, but it felt like, okay. We have an ending. It's kind of happy and save the day. But when you watch some movies, it's just like, hurrah, we've done it, and you feel elated with everybody else. But this kind of felt like, okay, yeah, we saved the day, and we're flying off into the sunset, and everything is cool. But that's it. Oh yeah, and then the other introduction to, after the Uber demon is taken out, we find out that actually Thor and Loki do have a sister, Hela, A lot of people say they liked her. I thought every time it seemed, and this is again me, you know, opinions may vary. That's why my channel is called It's My Opinion. Scenes with her and Urban, or even with them, they're in the same scene too. Urban just felt like a waste. I've seen Urban in other movies. I mean, he's great as McCoy. I loved him as Dredd, and this one he was just he was kind of the buffoon. He was kind of like the B character. He's not the big guy, so it's kind of like root to do. But even when Cain Blanchett, you know, I'm the goddess of death, and here I come, and I'm going to do my thing. And the other weird thing too is all the effect was, you know, I thought she's going to have that headdress on, you know, those big antler thingy she's wearing, and the only time she has her hair down, but then she does this old, out come the antlers. Great, but when you see her like that, well, that could have been anybody in the dark. That could have been any other of the British Kates. Could have been playing that and just doing it. It could have been, Kate Beckinsale. Could have been the Kate Beckinsale. It could have been Katie Holmes. It could have been any Kate. So she didn't pull me in as much. Hela gets freed from her banishment through a couple of stupid moves of our characters. Actually, not. Loki does something really dopey, and she ends up getting through the Bifrost Gate, and that's how she ends up in. So she ends up in Asgard and starts, you know, taking over everything, killing everybody. Evil death. I'm the bad guy. Ha ha ha. But I find when you had the scenes with Hemsworth as Thor, everybody he reacted with, when he was reacting with Cumberbatch, those scenes are really good. When he's reacting with, you know, Ruffalo as Hulk in the Hulk scenes, those are really good. That was still, even as funny as it was in the trailer, was like, I work with this guy. You know, that was just as funny too. And what I liked about the movie too, there was all these little Easter eggs, everything from like you saw in the movie when he has his haircut and he puts on the battle helmet and he flips up. It looks like, oh yeah, that's kind of like the Thor winged helmet he used to wear back in the comic book. So there's a nod to that. There's all these little nods. Or when he finally tries to control Hulk in the big, you know, battle with the Game Master, and he's trying to do the thing we saw in Avengers 2 with Black Widow going, you know, hey big guy, it's time to go to sleep, and he almost gets him, and then nope, it doesn't work. But there's all these cute nods to all the other movies, like either from the Thor movies or from the Avenger movies or from Avenger 2, you know, Doctor Strange. So that was kind of cool. It all ties in all the different things from the Marvel Universe. And of course, the movie goes on. They figure out how they're going to, you know, get the gang together. They're going to make a team. We're going to call them the Revengers because they revenge things. We're, you know, the Asgard's mightiest warriors or something. But overall, yeah, it was a good movie. It's just some of the, like I said, some of the characters are like Thompson. I mean, some people go, oh yeah, we loved her as Valkyrie, and there's times where there too. She was just kind of there. You know, there's some characters where you watch them as like, yeah, they've got depth about them. They got a backstory. You know who this is. She was kind of there. She shows up as a drunk, and then, you know, as a bit of a mercenary. Well, yeah, we'll find those guys. Just give me some money. But there's some of these people, like I said, some of these people could have just been mailed in, or they could have gotten any other actor to play these kind of roles. I mean, but you got to have Loki. Hiddleston is great as Loki as always. You know, Hemsworth is Thor. You know he's Thor. And even Ruffalo, when he's not Hulk, and when he finally came out of he's back to Bruce Banner mode, he was really good in that too. It was a good story. You know, it had a conclusion ending. We get to see other bad things in there too. We get to see some heroes. They show up when Hela shows up. Hey, we're gonna save Asgard, and like bang, 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 gone. You know, so much for, you know, Thor's old gang. And I remember one of the other, I think Andre the Black Nerd was going on about, oh, yeah, we didn't get to see Sif. And says, yeah, because she's filming Blind Spot right now. I'm going to go out this weekend with my buddy. If he says, hey, I haven't seen Thor, I want to go see it, I may go see it again. We've got our 2-for-1 ticket, so that's pretty good. If not, we might go see something else. Not going to see Justice League, though, that's for sure. It was a good movie. I'd give it 3 Muniers out of 4. Anyway, I go always to put it out to you guys. What did you guys think? Did you like the movie? Have you not seen it? Have you gone to go see it? Have you seen it a bunch of times? Is Thor one of your favorite Marvel character, or because of this movie now he is your favorite because Thor's kind of so? And you know, as always, tell me what you think down below in the comments. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the little bell. I do post videos whenever I can. Right now, Star Trek Discovery is on hiatus. I still want to do maybe my thoughts on Star Trek. Orville's wasn't on today because it was Thanksgiving. They are rerunning Krill. That wasn't a good one either. And I don't know how many more they're going to run before we're stopping for Christmas. And then again, there'll be a few more episodes. They're all those shows are actually guaranteed for season 2. One other thing that's coming up is next Friday will be the 2-hour premiere of season 5 Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But that one looks like, I thought, like, where's Sigourney Weaver? It looks more like an alien movie because they are out in space somewhere. You got the gang back, you got Yo-Yo, you got Mac, and everybody else. You got Coulson. But also with Shield 2 is kind of for me. I wasn't too happy with season 1 was great. I have a copy of that. Season 2, season 3 kind of so. Season 4 up and down. So we're gonna see how season 5 goes. And now too, there's also we got The Gifted. I think last night was The Runaways. So there's all those Marvel stuff coming out on TV, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm just getting tired of Marvel stuff or getting tired of supers, that kind of thing. No idea. But anyway, as always, tell me what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and see you in the next one.